My beautiful people, Uncle Brisson in the building. What's good, my G's? G stands for Gamerz. You already know I gotta pour my drink before we get into serious conversation. I know you see the topic of the video. You're thinking, is this flame bait? What the fuck is this guy talking about again? Jack Daniels, honey, y'all know me. You know me by now, hopefully. So, one of the IGZ boys calls me up. He says, yo, I gotta tell you this shit. I said, what's up? Everything good? He's like, yeah. So then he begins the story. You know, my internet's been out for 3 days. I said, okay. So he hasn't been able to get on his Xbox. Now, he also owns a PlayStation 4. Luckily for him, before the internet dropped, he was able to download The Last of Us. He had it for a while, played a little bit of it, but never got into it. So now that his connection's gonna be down for a while, technician hasn't come out, he decided now is the perfect time to really sink his teeth into The Last of Us. You know, that game's a masterpiece and you really gotta give it the time that it deserves. So this is what he planned to do. 2 days in, he goes to launch this game. Game would not play. He's getting some fuckface error. He doesn't understand. Does what any self-respecting PlayStation 4 owner would do. Turn it off and turn it back on. He does everything he can and just decides to call Sony. So he calls up Sony. He says, hey, motherfuckers, what's up? Refreshing. So what's up, man? Can't launch my The Last of Us is not playing. What's up? So the Sony rep says, you know, that game requires an internet connection. Hold on. Now, let me rephrase that. Let me say that differently. I know it may have gone over a few people's heads. The Last of Us on the Sony PlayStation 4 requires an internet connection to play. Let me try it one more time. The Last of Us on the Sony PlayStation 4 will not play if you are on a submarine for 3 months with no internet connection. Does that sound familiar to you? Because I specifically, vividly remember that a member of the armed forces took to the internets to write this heartfelt piece of literature or blog post, whatever you want to call it, as to why Microsoft broke his heart and why he's going to a PlayStation 4, because he thought DRM was alienating him as a gamer. And it was so well written, and it got so much attention from the trolls that Microsoft, the jackass at the time, came out and said, hey, you want to play offline, buy an Xbox 360. God damn, talk about PR disasters over at Microsoft. But that man was wrong. If you want a game offline, apparently you have to buy a PlayStation 3 too. But anywho, all of that trolling went to Microsoft reversing their policies. Months later, here goes Sony in the very same situation that they pointed fingers at. Now, you guys know the angle that I come in from over here. I'm the Xbox guy, yes, but I never once blame any of this shit on Sony. I always blame it on the gamers, because Sony has been consistently a bunch of fucking liars from the get-go, and we all know it. At some point in time, you gotta say it's not Sony's fault. Sony was who they was when they got here, and if you don't understand that, then it's you. So my question is, what's up, gamers? What's up, PlayStation 4ers? What the fuck is this? I thought that this was the preferred console for the gamer by the gamer, and mind you, this whole this whole thing when the Xbox One came out about copying the serial from the Blu-ray and assigning it to your system so you could never sell it back. This is all Sony's fucking technology. But Sony never once stepped in to say, hey, we were gonna do that too, you know. They never once took that heat. They never once took the heat about how DRM works and how it needs to check in to fucking make sure that you are 100% authenticated to play that game that you're trying to play. They never stepped in. In fact, they pointed fingers and they allowed the troll army to run. And now here it is. It's happening to the beloved The Last of Us. So I asked my man to do some troubleshooting because I'm not gonna come on here and fucking wave fingers and not understand this shit. So I asked him to do some troubleshooting. Yo, is the game running right now? He said yes, because his internet connection was back. I said, alright, cool. Pull the network cable right now. And he pulled it and the game continued to run. I said, okay, cool. One test down. Take a sip. So I asked him, turn off the PlayStation, then pull the cable, and let's see what happens. Turned it off, pulled the cable, turned it back on, launched the game, it launched fine. So here we go. It's obviously the phone home thing. The game at some point will check in to make sure that your subscription is still valid. And not subscription, but your token. You are allowed to play this game. You did buy this game. And I want you guys to understand that this is beyond Sony. This is beyond Microsoft. This is just how fucking DRM works. It's all about making sure that you're not a pirate, for crying out loud. Which is why I was so upset at Gamerz when Microsoft was channeling this direction. Why are you upset? Are you a fucking clown? Do you watch Netflix videos without a fucking internet connection? Oh, like, why? I don't understand how this was so shocking to Gamerz. But now it's gonna be jarring because here comes Sony without a fucking word and this shit's going on. And you know what's so crazy about it is that the PlayStation community, they don't even notice it because the fucking PlayStation's online all the time anyway. Jesus Christ. Talk about fuck faces. But anyway. So my conclusion is the game does do a check at some point in time. We're not sure if it's 24 hours or 48 hours, 36 hours. But whatever it is that his Last of Us didn't work must have been within that 48-hour window. So Snow is testing right now with his PlayStation. He's leaving it offline all weekend because he's going to be busy. He pulled the cable. So we're going to see exactly what it was. And he did some tests as well. And his digital downloads work and his PlayStation Now games work. So it's definitely not the worst, which is a check every time. You know, meaning when you play the game, it checks the first time it's launched for internet connectivity. It's obviously something more reasonable, like 48 hours. So we're gonna find out between me and Snow what that is and report back to you guys. But the moral of the story here is the same moral that continues to happen to Sony, even with the kill zone and the 1080p shit in court. You guys, it's just terrible fucking ethics as a company to make fun of somebody else when you know good and goddamn well you're going to be doing the same thing. Like, that's so tacky. That's so classless. My God. And before I go, let me just leave you with this bit. I know you saw it in the title. I know you saw it in the title. The Sony rep also let my mans know that Destiny is gonna work the same way. So I feel sorry for you fucks on submarines. It's your boy, Uncle RZA. I'm out of here, man. Light the comments up. Peace.